Hi my friends, welcome to the channel English Professionally, and this course is very important and special, this video course, how to think in English. Really, it's very important to think in English if you want to speak English really well, if you want to speak English fluently, and this video is about it, so I think that you like this video. Okay, really good. Okay, so you know that welcome to the channel English Professionally. So you see, you can also join us on Facebook, so our new group, which is growing, and you see that thanks a lot for your support. Thanks a lot, really. Thanks a lot for support. Thanks for comments. Thanks for your likes and shares here. On YouTube and on Facebook too. Okay, thanks a lot. Really. Thanks for your help. And this video is extremely important. It's about the secrets. How to think in English. It's about some secrets. So some things which can help you start thinking in English. So it's very important. It's extremely important. Okay, so watch all the video, stay with us, and I really hope that you'll enjoy it. You like this video. Thanks for likes and shares. Okay, good. Well, so really, how to think in English? How can you answer this question? Okay, please look, answer this question. So without any preposition here, so no preposition. Okay, answer this question. So students often make this mistake. Please answer this question. Please remember this phrase. Can you answer this question? I think different answers are possible. For example, the first answer or the first possible answer, it's impossible. That's it. It's the first possible answer. So it means that some people think that it's impossible to think in English for everyone. So they think that only advanced students can do it. Students who have a very high level of English, And the second answer, you see, it's really possible if you live in England or America, it's funny, or if you were born in an English-speaking country, or if you were born in an English-speaking country, so you can do it, okay? So if you live, for a long time in England, America, Australia, or another English-speaking country, or if you were born there, okay? So if you lived there when you were a child. So and you see two typical answers to this question. So typical. So what is typical? Okay. So you need to know different synonyms or similar words. So if you can't maybe remember this word typical, what other words can you say instead? So you can say typical, or also common, or also common, or also popular, answer, and we say answers to this question. Good. So you see two typical or two common, two popular answers to this question, these two answers. So the first one, it's impossible, and the second one, it's possible, but there are some conditions. So you need to actually, so maybe you lived in an English-speaking country for a long time, or maybe you were born there. So what is next? And the question is, at the same time, it's a good phrase for speaking, and you can use it in your English speaking practice. So at the same time, the question remains the same. So remains means the question is the same. So we haven't answered it. We haven't answered it yet. So it's the same, yeah? So is it possible? Is it possible to think in English? Is it possible to think in English if you don't live in an English-speaking country, okay? So if you don't live, let's say, in America or in England, so is it possible or not? So students often think that it's impossible. So if I don't live in an English-speaking country, so I won't think in English. Won't means will not. It's a short term, but it's wrong. So I believe it's possible. So watch all this video and you can, express your point of view in the comments below, or in our group, on Facebook. So you can leave a message there, personal message or private message as we call it, yeah, or in the comments so that other people can see it as well. And from my experience, so a very nice phrase for speaking, yeah? From my experience, I can tell that it's possible, really, it's possible to think in English, even though you don't live in an English-speaking country. When I speak English, or when I think in English, I don't translate from Russian into English. So you know that Russian is my mother tongue. Russian is my mother tongue, so it means that I was born in Russia. Yeah, so it isn't a secret. Yeah, so when I speak English or when I think in English, I don't translate from Russian into English, yeah? So I speak automatically without translation. So only English words, only English phrases in my head. So I do it in English immediately, so I think it isn't bad and you'll agree with me, right? Good. So you also need to understand what advantages it can give you, or what pluses, advantages or pluses or good things it can give you. Why is it so important? Why is it so important to think in English? I can name the following advantages, or I can name these advantages. So the following means these advantages, the main ones. So what is the main? It means most important. So it means very important or most important. So which you really need to know. So it saves time. So really, that's true. It means that's right. So you can speak English very fast and naturally. If you can think in English, yeah, it saves time. You can speak English very fast and naturally. So when you speak English, second, when you speak English fast, it's comfortable for you and for your partner. It's very comfortable, yeah? So, and your speaking partner doesn't need to wait for you, so it's good. So you gain great confidence. So gain means get. So you get or you have great confidence. It means that you believe in yourself. You think, oh, I can think in English. So it's really good. It's like having wings and you're flying in the sky. Yeah, it's like having wings and you're flying in the sky. So you see, it's an amazing feeling. Yeah, so it's a new level. It's a very big step forward, and it helps you to have this confidence. What is confidence? It means that you are sure. So that you're sure that your English is good, you believe in yourself, so it's a very positive feeling. Next, so you are very confident. So you know that confidence helps you to break down the language barrier. So you can say to break down the language barrier, or to overcome the language barrier. I mean, it's this kind of situation. So maybe you know English, maybe you know some grammar, vocabulary, but you can't speak. You are afraid of speaking, yeah, and you want, to start speaking, yeah, without any fear, yeah, so not being afraid, and so you need confidence. So, and it will help you to break down the language barrier, or it will help you to overcome the language barrier, okay? So what recommendations, yeah, can I give, or what advice? So you can ask, so what recommendations can I give, or what advice can I give? So I don't use any sources. So what is sources? It means different materials. So any materials, or books, or other ideas, yeah, or other ideas, okay? So I just use my own life experience, okay? So my own means my personal life experience, really, and I can tell you this from my own life experience, okay? So the first very important thing, study English regularly and systematically. So what is regularly? It means that you study it, for example, every day for an hour or for 2 hours, but you do it every day. So what is systematically? It means that you have a program, you have a plan. So that some students, so for example, only read, some students only study grammar, but some students only watch movies, but it isn't enough. You need to have a program. So you need to do all these things. So you need to read in English, you need to listen a lot in English, so you need to watch English videos, you need to write, and so on, okay? Do it every day. It's difficult, yeah, it's difficult to find time for it, okay? It's difficult to find time for it, and it's a very common excuse. So what is excuse? It's a very common excuse, or it's a very common thing, okay? So people often say, okay, so I have no time, or I don't have time, yeah, okay, later, next time, yeah? But I think that if you really want it, you will find time for it. You will find time for it, yeah? And so if you have no time at all, yeah, it's possible to do it anyway. So, okay, you have no time, or you have little free time, but it isn't a problem. So, what if you have no time at all? It's possible to do it anyway. So, what do you need for it? What's in the first place? So, what's in the first place? What can help you do it? It's motivation. Yeah, something which motivates you. You need to have a clear aim, yeah, or a reason. A clear aim and also a reason why you need to study English so hard. So really, why do you need it? Why do you need it? So maybe you have this picture in your mind, yeah, this very clear picture in your mind that I need to improve my English greatly, because it can help me to find a better job where I'll get more money, and I need to do it urgently as soon as possible, and it's a very good motivation, okay? So, or it can be another reason, but you need to have motivation, okay? So, and when you have no time, you can start thinking in English a bit. It means a little. So when you walk, yeah, so I also do it. So, I think in English. So it's, it's a habit for me. And you also, so when you go somewhere, yeah, when you go to some place, so you can translate all your ideas. So, from your first language or from your mother tongue into English. and you can do it little, just some words, phrases, then more difficult words, more difficult phrases, and then it will be very natural for you. Yeah, and you'll see good progress. What's very, very important, yeah? So when you walk, when you go from one place to another, so really you can make up different phrases and sentences in English in your mind. It's very important. It's, I think, what you need to do. For example, if your mother tongue is Russian, you can translate your thoughts from Russian into English. You can translate from Russian into English or from Spanish into English. Yeah, so from your first language into English. So it's a very good practice. It's a very good practice. It's really difficult to translate everything, but you can start with separate words. It means with some words, not sentences, with separate words, phrases, and sentences. So not a long speech only in English. Just start with something simple, with something easy for you, okay? So first you try to translate some words and so on. For example, you went out and you see a tree and you can think, okay, tree, car, house, some basic things, some basic objects, then more difficult things, okay? For example, so I need to go there, so I need to call him, so okay, so what will I do tomorrow, and so on. So you think in English, simple things in your head. So it's very good when you practice English during the day. So practice can be a noun, practice, so English practice, and a verb, practice English. When you practice English during the day, when you have this English speaking practice during the day, so in the morning, in the afternoon, and in the evening. So if you do it even from time to time, it means even sometimes, I think it will bring perfect results, very good results. Is that all? So no, it isn't. So what else can we do? So what other things can we do? So the second very important thing, okay? Listen to English speech as much as possible. So listen to English speech every day. So, and I think it's a very good idea to watch these kind of videos on this channel, English Professionally, so you can see the text at the same time, so you see it with your eyes and you can listen. You can listen to it. It's very important. So so listen to English speech as much as possible. The problem is the same, okay? No free time at all. If so, please don't give up. So don't stop. Don't panic. Don't feel depressed. So don't think that it isn't for you. Don't think it's impossible. Really, it's possible to solve this problem, or it's possible to find a solution to this problem. So you can do different things and listen to something in English as a background. So what does it mean? It means that maybe you do some housework, and that you can play this video, and you will listen to it. You'll catch some words, phrases, and so on. So you need to do it. So you might think it's a crazy idea. So you might think, it's a very good speaking phrase. It means maybe you think, or maybe you will think, it's a crazy idea. But it really works. It means it really helps. You can see it with your own eyes as soon as you do it. So you know that we use present simple after as soon as. So you can see it with your own eyes as soon as you do it. So you just need to start doing it and you see the result. Yeah, listen to something simple, basic, so good for level, not very difficult. So very simple things, okay? Very simple English conversations, topics for beginners. So we have a lot of information on our channel. So English professionally, I did it and it really helped me. I'll be more precise. So it means that I'll be more exact, or I'll give you more details. Okay? For instance, very nice phrase for speaking. So you can say for example or for instance. It means, for example, I was working very hard. So from home, I was working very hard from home for about 8 hours. Yeah, 8 hours. Yeah, I worked from home. So I was staying at home and I was working almost all day, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so if I remember it correctly. And I was listening to the English radio. So as a background, and my English level was quite high. Yeah, so I was doing it for 2 years. I mean, from 4 to 7 hours of listening practice daily. Yeah, it's a very important thing, yeah, to study regularly and systematically. We talked about it, and I could see the results almost immediately. But I didn't want to stop. Yeah, I wanted more and more progress. It was fantastic. So it was unbelievable. So it was unimaginable. So it was something very special. Yeah, it was such a pleasant feeling. So I remember these days, months, and years with a feeling of nostalgia. It means with a very pleasant feeling. Yeah. So okay. So it really helped me. So if your level isn't advanced, yeah, please don't get depressed. So don't give up. Okay. Don't give up. So you can start, so if your level is upper intermediate or higher, so you can listen to the radio or you can watch these kind of videos, yeah, for more, advanced students. So if your level is lower, let's say beginner, elementary, pre-intermediate, intermediate, so I think it's a good idea, to watch videos like this one on this channel, English Professionally, because you can, listen and see the text. It's the first thing. And the second thing is that you need to read and listen to adapted books written by native speakers, which are for different levels, so beginners, elementary, and pre-intermediate. So it's a very important, thing for your English progress. So, and everything is all right. So you see, okay, so you can start with simple videos. You can watch and you can listen to different videos on this channel as a background. So please have a look at our playlists. We have different playlists on English grammar, on English speaking, yeah, on English words. And so if you support this idea, if you said, okay, so we'll create very effective playlists, yeah, so from the first lesson, lesson 1, lesson 2, lesson 3, for different levels. So it's a good idea if you think so, and you can have a look at different playlists and start listening to different videos. It's some kind of English galaxy. It's galaxy for English learners, but the name of our channel is English Professionally. So we try to be very professional. Yeah, not just basics of English. So very advanced things and things for intermediate students as well. And so what is English Professionally? It's a huge virtual video library. So yeah, of a very high quality. So you can see lots of interesting videos, not just videos but video courses, yeah, on different topics. And it's the mission of this channel, yeah, so that everyone actually can learn English for free and fast. Okay, with the help of this video, so I mean at some kind of revolution in education. And I really hope you'll learn English very fast and you'll start thinking in English as soon as possible. Just start with something simple, yeah. So just translate some basic words, phrases, but try to do it regularly. And I think that so it will help you a lot. And I'd like to thank you also, a lot for your great support. So so let's meet, and you can meet actually on Facebook too. You can follow our channel, and it's really good that our community is growing. So you can write your you can leave your comments. So I try to read all your comments, and I'm sure that I need this feedback, and all these comments help me make these lessons, this English for you, better and better. Thanks a lot for likes and shares. Okay, so I'm so happy, that I have this opportunity to share my knowledge with you. I'm really so happy. But my main aim is to make you learn English fast and effectively, okay? So let's do it, okay? So let's actually change the idea of of effective learning, okay? So let's do it fast. And really, okay, thanks a lot. So okay, I have no more words, just feelings. Thanks a lot. See you. Thanks for the support. Bye.